Step on the gas when you're on that long stretch of road. Excellent. Alright, did that in 1 minute 42 seconds, so that is a pass.
Let's go. This thing is slow as hell.
Yeah, it is, to be honest.
I like the handling, but it's just really tough.
Yeah, alright, so that's a pass. Cam, if you just want to line yourself up with the white line again. Okay. And just the same, Jeff. As soon as you pass that white line, the timer will start. Very good. Good luck.
He's zooming. But did someone just fly in here?
Farmer, did you already do the perimeter course?
Yes, for the one that's...
Okay, excellent.
That's for one of them.
Okay. Jeff, we'll do the perimeter course towards the end, just so I can move you both on at the same time.
Okay. Do you guys drive on keyboard or?
Personally, I do. I just find it a lot easier. I've never really used controller on PC, GTA. I'm sure lots of other people can tell you differently.
Yeah, it's weird for me, but I'll try it. I really don't care.
Well,
I mean, I'm good at
controller or
both.
keyboard?
I've been playing GTA for about 6 years now. Or no, yeah, about 6 years.
Yeah, damn, I remember when I first got it for Xbox 360.
Yeah, I got it for 2014. How do you turn your hazards off?
Backspace.
Oh my god. One second, if I just resume my my timer. Why the fuck's that like? Alright, you did that in 1 minute 44 seconds, so you have 1 minute 1 second left. So once again, that is a pass. Well done. So that's the EVOC course. Apparently that's the hardest course on the training, but I don't think
I disagree with that.
Yeah, same. Alright, we'll skip the perimeter course for now, and we'll come back to that at the end. Alright, I'll go into a few driving tactics now. So, while responding to calls, you guys are to maintain safe driving. Okay, so that means basically when approaching busy intersections or an intersection with traffic lights, just making sure you slow down before the intersection. Change your siren tone by pressing R. Once your siren's activated, by pressing left Alt in your vehicle, or blow your horn, or do both if you want. Yeah, and then once you pass that intersection, making sure you speed up quite a bit, just making up for any lost time that you've wasted. Well, not wasted, but used for slowing down before the intersection. Okay. Also, when passing another emergency vehicle, or passing any sort of vehicle for that matter, when passing a civilian vehicle, always pass on the left, never pass on the right. Because generally when a civilian hears lights and sirens, they'll generally think to pull over, and they'll generally pull over to the right side of the road, if it's like a single lane road. If you're trying to pass another police vehicle, always pass on the left, but always make sure you get permission first. That's just so there's no accidents that could occur, just in case you guys aren't communicating properly and crash into each other. So you have 3 response codes. So you have code 1. These are really important to follow as well, guys. So make sure if dispatch tells you to respond to somewhere, code 1 which means no lights and sirens. Make sure you go with no lights and sirens on, because it has happened in the quite recently, actually, quite a few times where people have been responding to calls code 3, which is all lights and sirens, when it's just been a simple report or something that they need to file. So yeah, like I said, code 1 is no lights or sirens. Code 2 is lights, and use your sirens if you're trying to get around a vehicle or at an intersection. And code 3 response is lights and sirens the entire way to the scene.
I've got a question on that.
Go ahead.
So on code 1, is that just like normal driving, or do you want us like going through and buzzing through like traffic lights and stuff?
No, code 1 is just a normal driving routine response. It's just
Okay, perfect.
if there's no danger, if you're literally simply going to file a report or go and take a report off someone, like
Okay.
there's been a robbery and you need to go and take a report, just literally code 1. If you guys want to get in your vehicle and follow me towards the runway, we're going to go and start on the next part, which is going to be traffic stops.
All right. I'm gonna go backwards. I'll go first. The UPI.
Okay, if you guys just want to pull up behind my vehicle. Perfect. Already got the right position. So yeah, as Jeff's already done, when pulling over a vehicle, you should always angle your vehicle at about a 30-degree angle, also that your front right headlight is in line with the vehicle's left tail light when pulled over. This is just for an officer safety reason. If someone hits the rear of the vehicle, just to make sure the police vehicle doesn't crash into the unsuspected motorist in front. What you'd also do is, before you get out of your vehicle, you would also turn your tyres all the way to the left, just so it will roll round instead of going straight forward. Also, parking your vehicle like this just allows that extra bit of cover in case, for whatever reason, the suspect in the vehicle starts to open fire. You have your vehicle as cover, because most likely a bullet will most likely not penetrate the engine block. But you probably do want to get away from your vehicle because it could catch fire. Okay, so when calling up to dispatch once you pulled over a vehicle, it's very simple. It may take some time getting used to, but once you've got used to it, it's there. You won't forget it, hopefully. So when calling up, this is what you would do. So you'd start off with your unit number. You'd then give the 10 code for a traffic stop, which is 1024. You'd then go ahead with the road name and then the nearest postal. After that, you'd go ahead with the vehicle description, say how many people are inside the vehicle, and then go ahead and give the plate of the vehicle. After that, you'd say if you need any additionals, 1 additional required, no additionals required, etc. Then you'd state like your code 6, and code 6 just basically means you're busy on a traffic stop and you're out of your vehicle.
What do you say after you state the amount of people in the vehicle?
So after the amount of people in the vehicle, you'd go ahead with the plate. And you can really call this up in any order you want. But what I recommend you do is, if you don't want to call it out in exactly that order, I'd recommend grouping the information together. So if you're going to give the location, make sure you give the road name and the postal together, instead of giving the road name and then giving the vehicle description and then giving the postal. And same goes with like the vehicle description. So tell dispatch where you are, basically, and tell them what's going wrong, like what vehicle you pulled over. And just keep on giving the details about the vehicle, so how many people are in it, and then the plate. So yeah, you can really call out in any order, but that's what I recommend you do. If you guys have a go at that, it's okay if you don't get it right. I will send you a template after this training, and that'll so you guys can learn it before patrol or even have it open during patrol.
We have
in case you need
10
it.
codes, right? Because like
We
I'm
have
used
10
to
codes.
traffic stop being 1011.
Yes, a lot of people are, but they're quite different. I don't know where they're based off. I don't know generally where they're based off. Haswell might be able to say.
They're actually based off of Arkansas, but we've changed them quite a bit.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So yeah, if you go into the patrol area on TeamSpeak, just the next few channels down, you should see a channel below patrol area called 10 codes. And that channel will give you access to all the 10 codes in the channel description. But also, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there'll be a Google Docs sheet with all the 10 codes on it also, in case you don't want to keep looking at TeamSpeak, etc. Yeah, so if you guys want to have a go with that, Cam, I'll let you go first on this one. So you both know how to pull your vehicle up at a 30-degree angle, so I won't get you guys to do that. But if you just want to call it to dispatch, how you would.
All right, so yeah, so what unit number do you want to use? Just whatever.
Oh, just use 150 for the time being.
Okay. So dispatch unit 150 got a 1024 on what's the road name?
Just say runway 1 or something.
Okay, so unit 150 1024 runway postal code 5005. The vehicle description is going to be a dark in color Dodge Charger, occupied 1 times, and then plate number is going to be a 07 Victor Queen Romeo 035.
Okay, perfect up to that point. Just make sure you add on to the end if you need any additionals and the code 6. But other than that, that was good. When given the vehicle description, just make sure if you don't know the model of the vehicle, just make sure you say, for example, a 2-door red muscle car, just so it's easy to identify, just in case we don't get the make and model. Just because it's sometimes hard to identify the in-game models, etc.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, that was really good. Just remember, say how many additionals and show me code 6. Awesome. Okay, Jeff, if you want to have a go at that one.
All right, dispatch 150. Show me on runway 1, a postal code 5005 with a black Charger. No people in the vehicle at the time. All right. License plate's going to be 07 Victor Queen Romeo 035. No additionals at the time. Show me code 6. Speaking to him.
Excellent. Okay, that was perfect. Okay, I guess you can miss that out. If you don't want to say 1024, you can just say you've got a vehicle stopped, but it's much preferred if you do use the 10 code.
Oh, sorry, I thought I did.
No. But that was perfect. Other than that, that was great. Yeah, perfect. All right, so the next part, I'm actually not going to read the whole thing out because it's a bit ridiculous how long it is, but basically it goes on about if you pull someone over and you don't have your radar on, but you know they were speeding, you can pull them over and try and get an admission of guilt out of them. So when you pull them over, you approach the window, you say, "Do you know why I pulled you over today?" And they might say, "Oh, was I speeding?" And then that's your admission of guilt. And then you can write them a citation. But if they don't admit to it when you walk up to the window, then you can't give them a citation. You can just give them a warning for it. So obviously you still have a right to pull someone over because you have reasonable suspicion to believe they were speeding. But you obviously don't have your proof. But if you do have your radar on and you do clock the vehicle speeding, then you're better off just walking straight up to the vehicle and just telling the driver why you pulled them over, just to be straight up. So when approaching a vehicle on a traffic stop, Make sure you're behind the center line of the vehicle, so just at the front of the back rear door. This is just so that if the suspect was to produce a gun, or not suspect, or if the guy was to produce a gun, you kind of have a little bit of cover, and it's kind of hard for him to reach around and possibly open fire on you. Once you've started talking to the driver, if it turns out they're just really cooperative and they just they don't they're not argumentative or anything, you can then approach the driver more, or if they want to, get them out of the vehicle, if you want to. But I wouldn't recommend doing that on a busy highway. So yeah, when approaching a vehicle on a traffic stop, you always just want to try and make it as quick as possible, because the longer you have a vehicle pulled over, the more longer the danger could be of your vehicle getting hit. Okay, and especially if you're on a busy highway, if you're pulling someone over, you know, there's drink drivers on highways, anyone. So the quicker you can get that person off the traffic stop, the better. Obviously, sometimes it may be unavoidable, so you may be standing there for 15 minutes trying to deal with something. But that's just part of the job, I guess. But yeah, so keep it short and sweet. So just come up, ask them if they know why they're being pulled over. If they don't, tell them. If they do, great. Ask for the license, registration, proof of insurance. Once you get that, just say, hang on 1 minute, I'll be right back with you. I'm just going to go run your information. Walk back to your vehicle, and you can either run the information two ways. So the first way is you can run it through MDT system, or our CAD system that we have. The CAD is very, very easy to use. You don't need training for it, but if you guys do have any questions about it, I'll send it to you after patrol, and I'll get you permissions on it so you can use it. But if you do have any questions on how to use it or how to use a certain feature, please just give me a message and I will let you know. Or the second way you can do it is you can call up the dispatch. You can use the 10 codes, 1029, 1031, to call up the dispatch to get a license plate check, which is a 2029. Not license plate check, the actual license check. And then the 1031. I've got this the wrong way around, haven't I?
1030, 31.
Yeah. 1031 is the actual check for the driving license, and 1029 is a warrant check, just to make sure they don't have any warrants. Okay. Yeah, so you can call up the dispatch, so it would just simply be, for example, 102, dispatch, go ahead. Can I get a 1029, 1031 on a, I don't know, your Ben Rogers or something? And then they would give me a read back, and then you just acknowledge it, but making sure you're taking that information. One thing I didn't mention when approaching, you don't have to type it out, but if you just stop at the back of the vehicle just for literally 2 seconds and just almost like point, that just looks like you're touching the back of the vehicle, like what the police would do in real life, to imprint a handprint on the back, just in case the vehicle was to take off or there was a shooting that occurred. Then the detectives could identify the vehicle by the handprint. Or the fingerprints. Obviously, it probably wouldn't work too good if you have gloves on, but you know. Yeah, do you guys want to practice approaching a suspect in the vehicle?
Yep.
All right. Jeff, if I have you go first on this one.
All right. How do we point? I'm not used to the keyboard.
Yep. If you press B, you should be able to point. And if that doesn't work, you go into your M menu, and you go into your MISC settings. Scroll down to keybind settings, and then enable the option that says finger point controls.
Nice.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Awesome. All right. So this is just going to be an example of a compliant person. But obviously, not everybody you pull over is going to be compliant. You're going to have sovereign citizens, etc. People who think they know the law better than you, which probably some do, but you know. Also, if you ever do need help on a traffic stop or you're unsure what to do, and that's actually on any call really. If you're ever stuck on a call or you don't know what to do, always just call for a supervisor. Don't stand there for 20 minutes twiddling your thumbs. Just call for a supervisor, and they should be able to come out and inform you on how to proceed. Yeah, that's the last thing. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can approach.
All right. Do I need to call it in, or that's already done?
You can if you want. You can try it again.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna just say I'm good on that one.
All right.
How's it going, sir?
Hey, how are you?
I'm pretty good. You know the reason why I stopped you?
No.
You were speed.
Really?
Clocked you going 86 and a 50.
Oh dear.
Why were you doing that?
I was just late to work.
All right. License, registration, proof of insurance of the vehicle.
Yep. There's my license. There's my registration. There's my insurance.
All right. Hold
My
on one
name
minute.
is John Doe. Oh yeah, the
John
default
Doe.
name. Yeah.
All right. I just looked at your ID for that. Thank you, though. All
All
right. Wait here real quick. Go back, run your information. I'll get back right with you.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, is that it, or
If
do
you
we got
if you
more?
want to if you want to call up the dispatch, just check the license, etc. Do you 1029 1031?
All right, dispatch. I get a 1029, 1031 on a John Doe.
10 for John Doe comes back all clean. 2 previous speeding citations. No active warrants. Valid license.
Do y'all want me to approach him again? Give him
Yeah,
a warning, or we? I mean,
yeah.
ticket him in a 86 and a 55, or in a 50. I'm pretty sure that'd be a ticketable offense.
Oh, it is. Yeah, 100%. I mean, speed in 10 over still a ticketable offense.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can proceed however you'd like. Warning, etc. Just make sure you hand him back his ID, etc. All that stuff, and then proceed how you'd like. If you're going to file a citation, you can do that through the CAD system again, or a warning as well. You can do that through the CAD system. A few things on calling up. Obviously, I know you would have done that in a real patrol, but just make sure you use your unit number first,
Yeah.
obviously. And then if the name is commonly spelt, just make sure when you're giving out the name. So 1029, 1031 on a John Doe common spelling. It just makes it so they know that there's no funky little characters in there that mess the name up.
All right.
So it's just easier for the dispatch.
Yeah, I understand.
Cool. All right, Cam, if you want to give it a go now.
All right.
Awesome.
Good evening, sir. How we doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. You know the reason I pulled you over today?
I actually have no idea.
All right, so I did clock you going there about 5 over. You're going 55 and then 50, okay?
Oh wow. Okay.
All right. So is there any reason you're in such a rush today, or you just not realizing that you're booking it there?
I mean, going 5 over, I wouldn't consider booking it, but yeah, I'm late for work.
All right. Well, can I get your license, registration, proof of insurance, and all that good stuff, please? And I'll get you out here as soon as I can.
Awesome. Thank you. There's my license. My name is John Doe. There's my registration, and there's my insurance.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back with you. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Dispatch 150. Can I get a 1030 and a 1029 on a John Doe common spelling?
10-4, stand by. Dispatch 150, be advised, John Doe common spelling comes back clean. 2 prior speeding citations. He's got a valid license and no active warrants.
10-4. All right, sir. So today I'm going to be letting you off with the warning since I get, you are trying to get to work and all that. So it's just going to be a warning today, and you can
Awesome.
leave as soon as I get back to the vehicle, okay? Just make sure you wait till I get back there, all right?
All right, I appreciate that.
All right. You have an
Thank you.
awesome day, man.
You too. All right, perfect. Okay, so Cam's just brought up a good point. It's not a requirement, but it's sort of an officer safety thing. Wait. Just once you're done with him, just wait. Tell him to wait until you get back in your vehicle and the lights switch off before he pulls off. So that was a good point, Cam. Last point about traffic stops is I forgot to mention again. When walking up, you can introduce yourself if you wish. You don't have to, but I think it sometimes can just make it sound more polite, and sometimes can make them more cooperative if you introduce yourself with your name, etc.
Is there a spotlight or no?
Well, I mean, if you put your if you press H on the keyboard, it should turn on some lights on the vehicle. If you had a light bar on, it would turn on the spotlights on the vehicle, but if I just quickly add them to this vehicle real quick, I'll just show you.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So, like, say, since I'm in a different time zone than you guys, when I hop on, like, say, like, I'm on at, like, 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, is there anyone going to be on? Or am I just going to be all alone? Because I don't know when you guys are going to be sleeping. You might be sleeping at 6:30 at night.
Well, op shows generally start at 6:30. And they can last for, geez, I don't know, the longest I think we've ever done one is 7 hours or something. But
Okay.
you can really leave at any point in case if you need to go somewhere or something. But to answer your question, there should be people. Well, on TeamSpeak, there's always people on, just because everyone's in a different time zone. Like obviously I'm from the UK, so I'll be on earlier than people in America unless they've stayed up all night for some reason. But yeah.
All right.
So are you what time zone? CS?
Eastern.
Eastern. Okay. Well, yeah, 6:30 p.m. Patrols start, and that's when everyone gets on to start patrolling.
So let's say I've got work till like 8. Would I be able to hop on at like 8:30?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You can if you're late to patrol, if just notify someone or put it in the patrol absences channel on Discord, and just literally say, "I'll be late. I'll be showing up at this time," and someone will just go, "Okay, that's fine." And then you can join patrol at any time.
Okay.
So you're more than welcome to do that. All right. Okay, so do you guys think you have a good understanding of how to conduct a traffic stop now?
Yes, that's good.
And just like everything else, if you ever get stuck on a traffic stop in a real patrol or anything like that, just let me know. Call the supervisor, and they will come and help you out. All right. We'll move on now. We'll go on to some vehicle pursuits now. So I'm just gonna say a bit of information first, and I'll get into the practical part of it. So, we have a few roles in a pursuit. So, obviously you have your primary unit. Now this is one that will initiate with the pursuit. This is generally the one that will call out the pursuit. And we'll get out how to call one out in just a second. But yeah, the primary unit is behind the fleeing vehicle, and this unit also may request to use pursuit tactics. We have a secondary unit, and obviously this is the officer that is behind the primary vehicle. This unit is to call up the locations, so the road names and the postals, and will take over from the lead unit in case they cannot keep up or the vehicle is lost. Just keep ignoring my keyboard is messed up. Yep. Next, you have a tertiary unit, and these are the ones directly behind the secondary unit, and these units will help with the pursuit tactics. Then you have any additional units that are also on the pursuit, and they will also help when the pursuit comes to an end to box in the subject and get the subject out of the vehicle. Okay, so to call up a pursuit, it's very simple, not so long as a traffic stop. All you want to do is you want to start with your unit number. So I'll just give you a quick example. So 102 priority 1037, East Joshua Road, I don't know, four-door black Dodge Charger, plate's going to be 07 Victor Queen Robert 035, suspects traveling at 60 miles per hour. So basically what you're doing there is obviously your unit number, then you want to call it priority 1037. So a 1037 10 code means there's a pursuit in progress. And what calling it priority does is it just lets everyone know that there's a priority incident going on, so it just lets them know not to call up less important radio chatter like a traffic stop or something. If that does happen when a pursuit's going on, or if you do pull someone over when a pursuit's going on, just pull them over and just interact with them. And what if the pursuit ends while you're still on the traffic stop? Just make sure you inform dispatch once the pursuit ends, just to let them know what you are currently doing. So yeah, like I said, priority 1037, and you want to follow it by your current location. So we'll just say runway 1 again for now. And we'll say nearest postal 5005. You then want to go ahead with the vehicle description. So if you've pulled over a vehicle on a traffic stop, and as soon as you exit your vehicle, they immediately take off, you wouldn't go ahead and give the vehicle description because you would have already given that. So if the vehicle takes off on a traffic stop, you just literally call it 102 priority 1037, give the location, and just say it's a vehicle from the traffic stop, and then give the approximate rate of speed. But if it's not, if it's just a random pursuit, when you try and pull someone over and you haven't actually given that information to dispatch yet, you want to follow it by your location, give the vehicle description, give the plate number if you can read it. To do this, to read a plate, what you want to do is you want to hit F6. When you hit exit, F6, a little remote control should come up on the left side of your screen, or somewhere on your screen anywhere. At the top of that remote control, there should be something that says toggle display. Now that's your radar. There should be another button on that little remote that says plate reader. When you press plate reader, another UI should appear on your screen, okay? And there should be a button that says toggle plate reader, or toggle, or something like that. I'll just quickly check. Yeah, so toggle display. When you do that, a little box should just show up, and you can change the size of these boxes if you want to in the UI settings, and you can click on them and drag them around the screen to place them anywhere. Okay, but this is just a plate reader, so you don't have to actually be able to see the plate. It will just show up on this little display. I'll just quickly explain the radar in very brief. If you press the toggle display at the top, the radar box should show up. You should see a green button on the actual radar box that says PWR, obviously power. Once you hit that, all the lights should light up, and it then should say on the right hand display, both of them should say HLD or hold. Below the toggle display button, you have 3 buttons on each side of the line. So the top display, or the top buttons, will control your front antenna, and the bottom buttons will control your rear. So to turn on your front radar or your back one, you want to press the XMIT button first. So that's the middle button, and it should make like a little beep sound. That's how you know it's working. Once that's pressed, you can then select 2 options. What I recommend you do is use the same option on the front one and the opposite option on the back one. If you're driving along the road, that's what I would generally do. So the same reads the vehicle speeds in front of you in the same lane as you, and the opposite will obviously read the speed of the vehicles in the opposite lanes of traffic, and vice versa for each of the front and rear antenna. You
Microphone
can
muted.
mess on a little bit if you go
Hello
hit the
there.
menu button. You can set a speed on your radar, so it beeps if someone's traveling over the speed. I'm not going to go in depth on how to use the radar. You can do that by hitting the help button on the little panel, and it should bring up a little guide, a video on how to use the radar fully. But that's all I wanted to go for. We'll obviously the radar quickly. So if we go back to pursuits now, if you guys want to try calling it up, we'll have Jeff go first on this one. Actually, no, we'll have Cam go first since Jeff went first on the traffic stops. Yeah, we'll have Cam go first. So if you just want to...
You want me to be primary or secondary?
You can be primary for this pursuit. So I can't promise how good my driving's going to be because I don't know why I've been watching still on the PC. But we'll do this. Let me just get this radar off the screen. So yeah, let's... Oh my god, I cannot drive. What is happening?
So then,
Haswell, are you still here?
if I've got a secondary, then do I need to even call anything, or am I gonna pretend like he's not there?
Okay, so if you're the primary in the pursuit, you would call up the pursuit. The secondary is only there to call up the locations after the pursuit's been called out.
Okay.
And that's the same if you were in the secondary. That's the same. So if you just want to, we'll actually get to some pursuit driving in a minute. But if you just want to pretend you're pursuing someone and just what you'd call up to dispatch.
Okay. So dispatch, unit 150, 1037 on runway 1, nearest postal code 5005. Vic description,
Just
dark. Oh, no vehicle description?
No, just a 4-door, just use a Dodge Charger, for example.
Okay, 4-door Dodge Charger. And then I can't get a plate number.
You can, yeah.
Okay, and then plate number is 123 Alpha Bravo Charlie 456.
I love it. Okay, perfect. And then just don't forget to go ahead with the approximate rate of speed after that.
Okay.
So that you just say 770 miles per hour, or just something very brief like that.
Okay, and so approximate speed is 86.
Perfect. Okay, that was good. Just make sure when you call up, just make sure you put that priority in front of the 10 code. But other than that, that was a good call up. Jeff, if you want to have a go now.
All right. Dispatch, priority 1037 on a black 4-door Dodge Charger. Passing, or on a runway 1 nearest postal. I don't have one. A mile marker R. Show I'm going around 65 mile an hour. Heading east. Are we eastbound? We might be eastbound. Guys, are we eastbound? Don't we say the direction?
Yeah, I think we are, yeah.
Alright, heading eastbound, runway 1.
North, but it doesn't really matter.
North.
Or east. Yeah, east. What? Never mind. Okay. So just make sure, Jeff, when you're calling that up, so the priority 1037 good. Make sure you follow that straight away up with the location. So when you're giving out the other information, units can immediately start making towards that location. So that's the first bit of information you want to provide, just the location. After you provide the location, then you'd go ahead with the vehicle description and the plate and then the rate of speed.
All right.
Okay, but other than that, that was good. Okay, next part. So we have something called a BOLO, or a be on the lookout. So this is if a vehicle that isn't pulling over, or a vehicle that's in a pursuit is traveling at too high of a rate of speed and is deemed to be dangerous, or the primary unit loses a vehicle, a BOLO can be put out by dispatch on CAD, and that'll just tell all units in the area or in the county just to look out for the vehicle. and just to make sure they try and stop it if they see it again. If you do see a bowload vehicle and it is known for taking off from police, you don't want to really stop it by yourself. You want to wait until you've got a few units behind you. So call up for a few additionals if you see one, just to make sure you aren't single-handed when trying to stop the vehicle, because he most likely will fail to stop again and run. Okay, so we'll go into a few pursuit tactics we have now. So the first one we have is a pit maneuver. So to conduct a pit, all vehicles and pedestrian traffic must be clear within the next mile down the road. This is just obviously for safety reasons. The main vehicle in the pursuit should request a pit as follows: to the patrol commander, dispatch, or the highest ranking member in that pursuit. So, for example, 102 requesting pit, vehicle traffic clear, pedestrian traffic clear, weather conditions clear, rain, fog, snow, etc., whatever they may be on that day. Dispatch would then come back and say 10-4, pit authorized, or pit approved, or pit denied, etc., whatever they may say.
What's after you request a pit? You say it one more time.
So, so 102 requesting pit, vehicle traffic is clear. So you want to, if it's not clear, and you can use light, medium, or heavy. So
Hey, Gibson, can I butt in for a second?
Okay.
So if it was on a really busy interstate and it was, or a highway and it was really busy, then you call up traffic as heavy. And most likely, if the traffic is heavy, you weren't going to be able to go in for a pit.
Hey,
Okay.
Gibson, can I butt in for a second?
Then go ahead with your pedestrian traffic. So that's really only if you're in like the city. You're not really. There's not going to be any
Microphone
pedestrians on the highway.
activated.
At least I hope not.
Hey, Gibson, can I butt in for a second?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Basically, like for pits and as far as requesting goes, in my personal opinion, I don't think that dispatch has the experience or authority or training to approve a pit. But as far as asking supervisors that are currently in the channel, that's fine with me. But I don't think dispatchers have they're not qualified enough to tell, you know.
Okay.
I had this conversation with my last trainee that I just got done with.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it says on the document. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. We may have to change that. I just wanted to, you know, give my opinion on that.
Obviously, I've always preferred to use the highest ranking in the pursuit generally.
Yeah, exactly. But whatever that document says, just train based on that. I'm just kind of giving my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. And that's from a real. Do you, in your job, do you approve pits? Is that something you do or no?
Nope. Actually in my job, the troopers will call in and let me know that they're going to be attempting a pit, but they're the officers that are out there on the scene. They know the pursuit best. They know the traffic conditions and road conditions best. They've been trained on how to do it. I don't believe that they have any place to ask me to be able to do a pit. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well, actually. Yeah, I've always wanted. So actually, can I recommend to you guys that you always use the highest ranking in the pursuit, or just whoever's highest ranking in the patrol channel if there's only like deputies in the pursuit. Okay, and after a pit's been successful, hopefully, the units pursuing the vehicle should then follow to box it in. And then after you box it in, your aim is to get that suspect out of that vehicle as quickly and as safely as possible. So when apprehending a suspect from a vehicle, you always want to have your weapon drawn if he's taken off from you, because you don't know what's inside that vehicle. He could have AR-15, for example. So you always want to have your weapon drawn. Yeah, and like I said, get him out as fast as possible. That just minimizes the risk, because generally when a pursuit's ended, it will generally end in the middle of a road. So getting him out as fast as possible to try and get the vehicles moved off to the side of the road. That's always my number one priority, so we don't cause any more accidents with tailbacks or other traffic, so we can get traffic flowing again. But obviously, keep it in mind your safety as well as your colleagues as well. So just keep them two things in mind. The next pursuit tactics we have is if the suspect is traveling at a relatively low rate of speed, we can use something called a rolling roadblock. And now this is when 4 vehicles surround the vehicle. So you're going to have 1 unit to the front of the vehicle, 1 unit to the rear, and 2 to the side. And then you'll have an additional unit, so you need 5 in total to conduct one of these, but you'll have an additional unit behind it all to make sure to do like a sort of a traffic break almost, just to warn other road users. Number one tip if you're going to do one of these, if you're the vehicle in front, okay, so the vehicle that's pulled in front of the suspect, do not exit your vehicle until the suspect has been cuffed and is safely in custody, because that's an extreme risk. If you step out your vehicle, you're in that direct line of sight from the suspect, but you also could get in the way of the crossfire from the officer that's behind. So just remain in your vehicle until the suspect is in cuffs, etc. Okay, we will practice then 2 things now. So we'll first do a pit.
I'm all out of gas.
If you just want to respawn your vehicle, just make sure you
Okay,
save
question.
your vehicle.
Anyone? Hello? Anyone? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How do I say?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your chat fucking up too?
That's Haswell right there, isn't it? Standing to your side, Gibson.
What you saying?
Who's that in front of you? Haswell?
Annoying. I restarted my
State?
computer and everything. It's not my keyboard.
Yeah, this has well.
It's actually annoying.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just spectating.
It's not my keyboard. It's gotta be 5M.
All right, Farman. Do you want to
Where's it?
wait? What's happening, Price?
Yes.
My chat. Literally, I have to type in the I have to press the same key like 50 times just for that key just to pop, just to type it.
User joined your channel.
I have no idea, to be honest. I'll try and help you after this training. I just want to get this done as quick as
And now,
possible.
can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I type in the chat, I press escape, and now I can't type in the chat again.
Oh.
Wow.
No.
Gibson
Some-
got punched.
Alright, Farman, do you want
It's
to
actually
be
fucking
the
annoying.
vehicle that's fleeing?
Careful.
We'll have Jeff, you can go first on attempting
More shit I have to worry about
pit the
tonight.
vehicle. So Farman, what vehicle are you in? Are you in this?
I'm in the
CVPI?
CVPI without no light bulb.
Without no light bar. Okay.
So
So
top.
Jeff, if you want to try and pit the vehicle, so the way you want to do it if you've never done one, it's very simple. Just try and use your vehicle, the front of your vehicle, with this wraparound ram bar, and try and make contact with the rear, one of the rear sides of the vehicle, to try and spin the vehicle out.
Alright.
So if you want to give it a go, if it's not perfect, don't worry, we can always improve upon it. So Farman, whenever you're ready.
Hold on, let me go and control it real quick. This
Okay.
is gonna be really tough.
Sure. Okay, Farman, whenever you're ready. Okay, perfect. Absolutely perfect. But yeah. There we go. Box
Right,
them
now
in.
we're good.
Yeah, we'll get your loadout set up in a minute. But yeah, box them in straight away. Perfect. Alright, Farman, if you want to line yourself back up, we'll have Cam go next. Farman, whenever you're ready. Farman, if you just slow down a little bit. Okay. Don't worry about it. Foreman, do you want to flip back around? We'll have another go at that. Okay, so what you want to do is just don't try and almost ram your vehicle into
Here,
him.
Gibson, demonstrate it on me.
Okay.
I was trying to use the push bar, but I don't think it's enough.
No.
Okay.
Basically, just
I'll be back.
Tap.
Never mind.
tap the back of the vehicle. Okay. Don't try and ram it off the road all the way. Just try and tap the vehicle just so it's enough to spin the vehicle out.
Okay.
If you want to have another go at that. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Perfect. So that's exactly how you want to do it.
Okay.
Excellent. Alright, so that's all for pursuits. Do you guys feel like you know how to call up a pursuit and how to use pursuit tactics?
Yeah, that was good.
Awesome. Okay, we'll go into some of the final things now. So next we have something called a Code 5 takedown stop, or a felony stop, it may be referred as. So, Foreman, if you just want to come up, just keep your vehicle there. If you guys just want to reverse, we're going to get you in the correct position on how to conduct a felony stop. So, who's in the CVPI here? Sorry.
It's me.
Alright, if you just hop out for a second. Okay, I'm just going to take control of the vehicle. We'll try not to crash it. Okay. And all you want to do is you want to... but then, if you want to bring your vehicle up here, and just hop out real quick. And what you want to do is you want to sort of put in a triangular formation. So both ends of the vehicle are pointing forward, almost pointing towards the vehicle that you've stopped. So obviously, once you're in this position, you have a number of commands that you could give to the suspect. So quickly before I go in them commands, you would use this type of stop, a code 5 or a felony stop, if you view the suspect as being extremely dangerous, or if he's taken off on you from a pursuit but he's now stopping. This is just the quickest and safest
Gibson.
way. Price, just give me 1 minute. This is the quickest and
Unfixed it.
safest way to get them out of the vehicle. So the commands you want to issue. The first command is obviously get the attention of the driver. Okay, don't worry about the passengers in the vehicle. Obviously, keep an eye on them if you can, but you want to focus on the driver. So get the driver's attention by just shouting "driver." First command you want to give him is to throw his keys out the window. And so once the keys are out the window, then you know he can't go anywhere unless he has a second set of keys somehow. But yeah, that's the first command you want to give to him. You want to then tell him to keep his hands up and put them out the window, okay? If at any point his hands go down, okay, that could be a threat. That could be seen as a threat because he could be reaching for anything, okay?
And how do you put hands up?
To put hands up, you press the number 9.
Okay.
Yeah. So make sure he has his hands up and make sure he places his hands out of the window so you can see them. Then you want to tell him to open the door from the outside. So this is just because you want to see what his hands are doing at all times. You don't want him reaching down to a handle where he could reach down to a side compartment and pull a pistol or something. So once again, just making sure you're keeping your safety your number 1 priority. The next command you would issue him is to step out of the vehicle, keeping your hands up and facing away from me once he's opened his door. And once he exits the vehicle, yeah, perfect. You then want to tell him to walk backwards towards the sound of your voice. So if he was walking and we had him at gunpoint here, he would walk and you just say something like keep walking, keep stop. then tell him to drop to his knees and keep his hands above his head. I don't know if we have a script to get
Yeah,
someone on their
slash
knees.
E, surrender.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so yeah, so the Civ should do that. After he's on the floor with his hands above his head, an officer wants to move in and cuff the suspect. Generally, on this one, if he's compliant and he's on the floor, you generally want to have one officer with a less lethal approach, so a taser. That's in case he tries to run back to his vehicle or he tries to do something sketchy. You have that less lethal approach instead of using your lethal weapon. So once that driver's safely in custody, you then focus on the passengers in the vehicle. So all them same commands would be issued for the passengers in the vehicle, obviously with the exception of throwing the keys out the window, unless they have some house keys on them. But you don't really want them. And once all them suspects have been placed on their knees in handcuffs, make sure you search them to make sure they don't have any weapons on them. That's a key thing. Once you've detained, or not detained but arrested anyone, make sure you search them immediately, so they aren't taking anything back to the jail or taking anything in the back of the vehicle that could be dangerous. If they are a suspect, then you transport them to jail. But if they're just an innocent person after a guy's taken off and they couldn't do anything about it because they were a passenger in the vehicle, then an investigation would take place and then they would probably be released. Also, I don't know if other departments do this, but I like to make sure you tell the suspect that the vehicle has been searched prior to him getting in it. That way he doesn't... And make sure you actually do RP it out, so just literally before you place it in, just type in chat */me search his vehicle. And
what is it?
If you just type in chat, I can't type in chat. Fun.
So, if you don't mind, could you go through some of the emotes? Because, like, I know how to do some of them, but, like, I don't know how to get out of them.
Okay. To get out of the emote, if you do, again, in chat, /E space C. That's just emote cancel.
Okay, so what all emotes should we know then, I guess?
Okay, so there's no emotes that you should know. If you're a civilian...
Or I guess most commonly used, yeah, for civilian and cops, so I guess just for future reference.
Yeah, so obviously that surrender one.
Yeah, and like sunbathe. Sunbathe.
Yeah. So that's like sunbathing and is just lying on the floor, acting like you're being shot or something. Also, if you press your comma key, it should bring up an emotes menu, and this will give you all the emotes
what key?
available. Comma key.
Okay, I got you.
Perfect. And that should give you all the emotes available to you. Okay. Do you guys want to practice doing a code 5 takedown real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cam, if you go first. And I'll just mention quickly, the vehicle on the left side or the furthest left will generally be the officer that makes the commands. However, that's not
okay, yeah, I'll switch then. Hang on. Switch with me, Jeff. Hold up. There we go. Okay.
Hey, does anybody's car need fuel before you guys do anything else?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know actually. Do you guys need fuel in your cars?
No,
Actually,
I'm
better
good.
yeah, I can just turn off the fuel script real quick.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So if you guys want to go ahead and practice that.
Alright, I need you to throw your keys out the window, sir. And put your hands in the air, out the window.
You'd probably be holding them at gunpoint as well. I don't know if Gibson mentioned
Yeah.
that.
I don't have a weapon or anything.
Oh
so-
yeah, sorry, I do apologize. Yeah.
I don't know which one you're supposed to carry, so like I don't have a loadout or nothing.
Hang on. Just get them the combat pistol and taser or something for now, Gibson.
Yeah.
I have a
yeah.
loadout there is like covers everything you'll ever need.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So if you guys want to go in your end menu, go to player related options, and go to weapon options. Scroll down to pistols. And then select a combat pistol, and that's just a Glock 17 standard pistol, and just use that for now.
There, no fuel.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Step out of the vehicle. Keep your hands in the air. Okay, and walk back to the sound of my voice until I tell you to stop. Keep coming. Walk back. Walk back. Walk back. Stop. Okay, on your knees. Hands on top of your head. Interlace your fingers. Down on the ground. Interlace your fingers. Interlace your fingers. All right, you cover me. I'm gonna move in.
Gotcha.
All right, and then how do I do an arrest, or how do I detain him?
So what you want to do to handcuff someone is you want to approach the person unarmed, so make sure you have all your weapons.
Actually, no. You can. I found out you can do it unarmed now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, generally, you wouldn't handcuff someone with your pistol still in your hand. So
I know, but
do it unarmed, so it looks more realistic. And then once you're in, like very close to the person, if you hold down right click and press E, so it locks onto the person, and it should place handcuffs on. Haswell,
Yeah.
could you just finish off the code 5s and do the foot pursuits? I need to restart my PC real quick because I don't know what's happened, but my mouse and
What else do you have left for code 5?
Just for who's doing it right now?
All right, so I just searched it. Cam.
Okay, yeah. So just Jeff needs to do the code 5 practice.
How do I unrestrain him? Or
same way
Just
you
okay.
do the same way. Yeah.
All right, there you go, Jeff.
I'll be right
Here,
back.
I'll
Search the guy before we
I'll get right here for you. Yeah, how do you search him? Is there a specific way that you need to do that?
Slash me searches,
Okay.
comma, WDIF.
User disconnected from your channel.
What do I find?
Alright.
That's the easiest
left
way.
side.
Haswell, you have a bug on your shoe.
What?
You had a bug on your shoe. Jump. There you go. You were like doing that weird thing where you sometimes just like spin around with actually moving your feet.
No.
Alright, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready whenever.
Driver, out of the vehicle. Throw your keys out. Keep your hands up. Keys out. I didn't say get out of your vehicle. Back in your vehicle. Alright, you cover me? Get
I
out
got
your
you covered.
vehicle and walk back towards me. So you hear the sound of my voice. Back. Keep going back. You're good. Alright, I'm detaining.
Sounds good to me. That's
They,
good.
There. Alright. Now, is there a grab script?
Yeah, slash drag. in chat.
Or, here's another way.
What? Oh god, what just happened? I'm upside down.
Yeah, I'm carrying you on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if, say, you'd only, as a cop, want to use carry if you're carrying someone injured, safe place.
How would you, what is the command for
Slash carry.
that? Oh, okay.
Or I can do.
So if I wanted to drag him, it's slash carry. I just
Slash
wanted to
drag.
Where this is a thing for
Oh,
civilians.
whoa.
/TH, take hostage, press G to release, H to kill. If I do this, boom. Just tap a button and it automatically kills Farman.
Nice.
You can get up, Farman.
Can someone uncuff me now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they got you. I was gonna say, because it says I'm not close enough to you.
That was cool.
Alright. What else is left, did he say,
Cars are
Chaser?
upside down.
I don't remember. Farman?
Let's see.
He said something about finishing code 5. Hang on, I'll just open a training guide. If you guys are on code 5, I'm pretty sure I can figure out where we're at.
Alright, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Every single car is upside down.
Wait.
It like kicked me out, and then it rejoined, and now it just says starting game in the bottom right, and everything's upside down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, foot pursuits.
Yeah, foot pursuits. That's what it was.
Okay. Farman, are you able to take over on foot pursuits?
Oh, can you get us a taser?
Yeah.
And menu. Player options.
Handguns.
Vehicle weapons. Then it's in handguns. It's called the stun gun. The
Speaking
same
of
place where you
stun
found.
gun, Hazel, what do you think about putting the X2 in?
X2?
The taser X2?
What about it?
Well, there's a cool script that lets us, if somebody's still within our range and the prongs are still in them, like, meaning the wire hasn't broken,
Yeah.
by being stretched out, we can reactivate our prongs.
Cool.
How do I get up?
I don't know. It's a good question. Oh, okay. Officer training. Got to get tased.
It's part of the Navy.
Don't mind me.
It's part of the Canadian one.
What?
You get stun gunned and gassed.
Whoa, buddy. Rough day.
Wait, Hazel, what's the way you can cancel an emote?
Sir, you need to stop masturbating in the middle of the road, okay?
It's been a rough day, okay?
EC?
State police ain't paying them well anymore.
Oh, God.
What?
And which is the course,
Lock 'em off.
the
That's
area
what I'm
for
trying to
the
do. What'd you say, Farman?
the area for the pursuit area? Because Chase was supposed to
basically,
do.
there is no area. You just go over foot pursuits.
So, as a deputy, we can only use the CVPI, correct?
Just fun.
No.
Can I use like the Ford? So what can I? Oh, I can use a Charger or a Ford Explorer or something.
I'll send you the list. Vehicle guidelines.
There. I just pinned it.
In the Discord?
Yeah, in your channel. So, no, a Deputy 1 is what you start out with. You can drive a 14 Explorer, 14 Charger, and a 2011 CPI.
Alright, help me find those so I can save them real quick. Hang on.
It has the spawning codes right below them.
Yeah, SO1,
okay.
SO2, or SO3. You're driving SO3 right now.
SO5. Actually, I'm gonna switch to SO5.
I gotta fix that skin.
For what?
Wait, where do we find the skin? The vehicles at? The vehicle spawner, right?
Yeah, I go to vehicle options, vehicle spawner, spawn vehicle by model name.
And what's it called?
For you guys.
Hang on.
In when you hit F5, when you have the vehicle, it'll like give you a scenario menu to like for objects and like.
Yeah, what'd you say about the skin? Hey!
To place down the speed zone.
Hey, what'd you say about the skin?
Just like an accident or something, that's a good way to.
Right here on the front.
Block traffic.
Talking in game. Huh?
Microphone muted.
Right here on the front.
Yeah, it says state police.
Yeah,
right above
it looks
the interceptor.
weird.
I don't mind.
I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
SL5 has no state sheriff skin yet. We need to get it made. During like a flip pursuit, you guys like is usually the time to do it is like if it's dry and the subject you believe is not armed. The best way of like stopping the flip pursuit is going to be the taser. If they're wet, now shoot the taser at them. Just for those.
Can you tell me how to save?
Save with
vehicle.
Yeah, if I want to just save these to slots
Back
so I
out
can have them.
to vehicle related options, so hit backspace, find saved vehicles, go to the top, it'll say save current vehicle and choose a name. And then go through, I usually, when you're at the very top, just press the up arrow and keep pressing it up a couple times until you find emergency. Instead of going down through the list from the top.
Okay. Oh. Where'd you send that vehicle list at?
It's go to your sheriff's channel and click the little pin up there for the pinned messages.
Gotcha.
I believe, Hazel, the next thing is code 3 driving.
Okay.
yeah, code 3 driving, and we need to do the scenario.
Code 3 driving and briefing.
No, Chase, we still need to do that scene at the where you guys do the obstacle course. That foot.
Huh?
What thing?
The scenario.
Shooting?
Yeah.
No, we don't do that.
I was watching.
Yeah, we're not doing that right now.
We're a pretty good shot already.
Yeah. Once a new
Because
training
the way
gets
I see it,
introduced,
you can't
maybe
really
we do.
help somebody shot. I mean, the new training course, we're gonna have that, but we don't have a legit shooting course yet.
Okay. Go over here on your map.
So what, Gibson? We went over all that stuff. Do you want to do then code 3 driving then?
Sure, I can. So I don't actually follow the one on there because I think it's a little useless garbage.
Well, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me, because hang on.
Okay. Well, it just doesn't really offer a lot. Okay.
It offers dirt roads, paved roads,
2 lanes.
highway,
intersections.
and city driving.
Okay. What I'm gonna have you guys do is if you go. Do you remember where you guys did that perimeter course?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll just Farman. Can you take them to the entrance of the the back exit onto the Great Ocean Highway?
I've set a waypoint with whoever I'm riding with in this Charger.
Yeah, on the Great Ocean Highway.
Yeah, where we end up.
Yeah, just take them out the back entrance, and at the back entrance gates, that's where they're gonna start. Okay.
Who do I have behind me?
Okay, I need to.
In the Challenger.
You got both of us.
Okay, so I have both of you guys. Follow me out this way. Right here, Farman. Oh! I
Well,
need
that's
to,
a
I need to go
tough turn.
back. Farmer, you went the wrong way. Yeah, come down to about right here. Keep going straight through.
You know the
And
route
stop
that
right
we're
here
supposed to
where
take,
I'm
Chaser?
at.
Make a left on
Yep.
Route 68, go all the way
Right there is
across.
good. Now stop. I'm gonna pull off the side of the road. Wait for Gibson. Say what he's gonna say and do.
You guys can just do it without me.
What?
Just start that
Eric's
course.
or what?
Yeah, just do Eric's.
Okay.
Fuck it. I need to try and fix my Discord.
What? Not let you in?
No, it does let me in, and my Discord's just not loading.
Okay. So
Wait, who
here's
are
what
we
we're
missing?
gonna do. So basically, you're gonna be code 3 driving. You're gonna be clearing intersections, all that. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm only gonna have my lights on. You guys have to clear the intersections. I'm gonna be in front of you. And you have to use your right siren tones and the horn at the right time. So just follow me. Actually, Haswell, I
It's
should probably
literally
get in
two
a better vehicle,
turns.
shouldn't I?
It's literally 2 turns that they don't follow the
Yeah, this
waypoint.
one. Alright.
Wait, we're missing one of them.
No.
Oh, you're
No, we
in
got
that.
everybody.
I
Two.
see you now. You're in
Alright.
the.
So we're gonna come out here onto Route 1, and we're gonna turn left. So go through the tunnel. Alright, you guys ready? And always pass on the left-hand side, not the right. Alright, so we're gonna turn here.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of ending the other post, I'm gonna take the mission route.
Okay, Chaser and Hazard, I need to speak with you after this.
Okay. Is it regarding like staff matters or
Yeah.
what?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna continue straight through here.
Okay, so I just got like head on by a fucking 18-wheeler that just came into the fucking lane.
Yeah, that might happen sometimes. Hang on, let's pull, do you wanna, yeah, we're gonna pull over and wait. Pulled over near postal 3059.
Hey Chase, I'm gonna send you a video. You're gonna have a video of this major texture loss I'm getting.
I don't know what texture loss you're talking about. I have 0.
You know, I was getting quite a bit of texture loss last night, actually.
I only get texture
Where?
loss when I hit C.
I haven't had texture loss for days. Alright, you guys ready? Lights on,
Yep.
sirens. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys if we're getting texture loss. We haven't had reports of texture loss for quite a few, well, quite a few days, I guess. At least none that I know of. Nobody said anything to me. Oh! Car brake checked me. Yeah, that'll happen some. For any damages you guys got from that, don't worry. And at the bottom of this dirt road, stop.
Dude, what is going on?
What?
My game is desyncing so much.
Yeah, that's a big thing that was happening, actually. That happened in Twill's stream. The game desyncs like crazy.
I'm gonna check everybody's pings.
Dude, what is going on with this fucking bullshit, dude?
Let's see. Jeff's ping 63. Cam's was at 71.
Okay, it only really becomes a problem when you have like 200, 300 ping.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't really be that much of a problem, right?
Well, it also could be because the amount of driving and amount of cars and stuff like that, it happens sometimes through this area. Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Sirens. Intersection clearing. lost somebody. Oh, they're coming on the hill now. I see them.
Yep, I'll be back. My game crashed.
Well, no, somebody in a marked Crown Vic.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, this thing is
Yeah,
slow as
just
hell.
keep going straight across the bridge,
Oh,
clearing.
no, just
Azul,
died.
are you in that Crown Vic?
No, that's me.
Alright.
Alright, no, that's me. That's me.
Oh no, Hazel's in the Charger. Oh. Oh well. Alright, let's wait for him to get here.
Alright, I'm moving.
Okay, so. Oh. Where's the Crown Vic at?
I don't know.
It's a slow process, but I'm getting there, boys. Yeah. Where y'all at? What intersection?
He's coming across the bridge now. I see him.
Yep.
You passed us.
Oh, you passed us. We're at Mission Row here.
Oh, okay.
Pull in right here. Yep. Alright, so. I'll go over briefing and then we'll go on to getting your loadout set up. Alright, so when we're in the city, you're either going to be briefing at postal 8047, which is Mission Row here. 9246. 9148. Or now 7220, 7229. So yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna act like I didn't see that. Alright,
There we
so
go.
for your loadouts, you're going to want combat pistol with a flashlight attachment on it, which is handguns, combat pistol, hit flashlight. Then you're gonna want stun gun with nothing. Then you're gonna want to go to assault rifles and go to carbine rifle. And that's gonna have a flashlight and a grip you can have on it. Alright. And then you're going to go into melee and you're going to get nightstick and you're gonna get a flashlight. And then you're going to go into shotguns and you're going to get a pump shotgun. A non-Mark II, yep. Alright. And then
Add a flashlight onto that and a suppressor.
for the what?
Just add a flashlight onto the shotgun.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna want a flashlight on your shotgun. Wait, why does it say Patterson's Trooper First Class?
Or you
I don't know.
transferred, I guess.
Did he?
No.
I don't know. Where you
No
seeing this?
sight on the AR, right?
Hang on. No, he's FCPD.
User
Wait,
left your channel.
What'd you say?
No sight allowed on the AR,
No, we don't. We
just
run
for
with
aesthetic purposes.
Yeah, we just run with a on-site. Cause then once you become like SRT certified, then you can have the carbine rifle Mark II with a sight and a grip and a flashlight and muzzle brake and like different rounds and stuff like that. But that's your normal patrol rifle.
What do we save this loadout as?
What do you save your loadout as?
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
How do you even save a loadout? I didn't know you could do that.
Go to player related options, player, or not player, weapon loadout, save loadout. Hazel, what the heck?
User joined your channel.
Hazel, you're muted on TeamSpeak. What?
Sound muted. Microphone
What?
activated.
Do you see that in chat? Patterson said hi, but it says trooper first
Yeah,
class.
I think I fixed it.
How did he have that?
Because the role ID was probably incorrect.
Oh. Okay.
User was moved to your channel.
So,
What's up, Patterson?
not much.
You want to try talking in chat again?
What?
You want to try talking in chat again?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it said you're trooper first class. Yeah.
Thank
police
you.
officer too.
You're welcome.
Alright, now
I know how that happened.
set up for your loadouts.
Hey, Haswell, are you back?
Yeah. Been here the whole time.
Alright, cool.
Is there a way to just keep the flashlight on? You gotta hold right click.
No, you can hit E. See,
No, I'm saying if you just have the normal flashlight, you just have to hold right click.
Nope. Oh yeah, that one, yes.
Okay.
There's a script like LSPDFR.
Yeah, it just holds it up.
Yeah, but it's slightly buggy. Shining on Hazel's foot. Hazel, you see that? Look on my foot. Wait, yeah. See, I have just my gun down to my side, and you have, you can see it on my boot. But, yeah, that's about it. Gibson, did you go over uniform with them?
Yeah, we've already got them.
I sent them the document.
Whoa, what the?
I sent them the document with all the uniform stuff on.
It flipped.
Do they know, like, some people don't know and kind of try to argue about it anyways, that they can't have the cowboy hat?
No, they can.
When did you change